Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Digipriths. Have you ever wondered how much money you could save just by going about your normal workday? Today we're going to do just that. You won't believe how much money my job actually saves me. Thank you for choosing this topic on both my Instagram and on my YouTube channel as well. I'm also excited and thrilled to share this information with you. If you aren't already following me on my Instagram, I'll leave my handle up here, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, make sure you do that. A quick disclaimer, all these savings are personalized to me and it could differ from person to person as well. The idea is to track how much I'm saving on an average day at work. So let's see how much that adds up to. First, let's talk about transportation, or rather my commute to work. This is one of the biggest saving for me in terms of overall cost. And here's how we're going to calculate the average cost for this particular expense. I'm going to open Uber and see how much rough estimatedly it would cost for me to go in a cab from my house to my office. And in terms of the overall experience that we get is very similar to the Uber Go sedan. So I'm going to take the cost, which is 399.13. I'll leave the screenshot on the screen as well so you can also reference it. Just mind it that I live very far off from the office. So that's why the cost is a bit on the higher end. And also I do know that there are other options as well, like you can take a bike taxi, you can take an auto, a metro, but that's not the focus for this particular video. So the first cost, or rather the savings that I make, is in terms of commute, and that is 400 rupees. You know what makes another huge hole in our pocket, or rather like takes away a lot of our time? It's buying food outside every single day to eat, and or rather just wake up in the morning to prepare breakfast, lunch, etc. and pack that and go. I'm able to save big time on this, and I actually get a lot more. There is a wide range of fruits, there is a live egg station, there is a live dosa counter as well, and you have a wide variety of English breakfast and also Indian different breakfast options as well. So there's a lot to account for over here. And here's how we're going to take an average cost. I'm assuming that every plate you pick up and eat, it gets accounted for. So I discussed with one of my buddies, close buddies who is in this industry, arrive at like a rough estimated number per plate. So for this particular breakfast buffet meal, we are going to take around 450 rupees per plate, assuming that this is a corporate engagement and they are going to be there for a longer duration of time. So there must be a good amount of discount as well that is added into it. So we're going ahead with this number. So the second cost for the day is 450 rupees. After this, of course, there's a lot of work that's happening in between all through the day. If you're interested to know more about that, you can watch the Day in My Life at Work video. I will link it up on the screen here. Moving on to the next expense for the day. I'm not looking at like minute details like Wi-Fi and stuff, which is very common, but our next expense already is lunch, which is again a full course buffet meal, and there are actually a lot more variety of options included at this stage. There are different cafeterias as well. So it ranges from like pizzas to pastas, there's like Chinese, there's Oriental, Vietnamese food, and there are also like desserts, there's salads, there are ice creams, and just the list goes on and on. So I'm assuming the expense or the per plate cost for lunch should be at a higher range, which I'm going to take at the moment at around 550 rupees per plate. Again, this is just an estimate and my assumption of how much it could roughly cost. It could be completely different, I could be completely off course, but let's go with this assumption. Our next cost is at 550 rupees, which is for lunch. Next up, snacks and hydration. Of course, through the course of the day, you can go to the micro kitchen and pick up any of the snacks that you like, or you can get some freshly brewed coffee or tea. I'm not someone who has hot beverages that often, so I'm going to take into consideration the snacks that I picked up for that particular day. Taking a look at it, I did pick up yoga bar, a protein yoga bar, which is 60 rupees, and then I also picked up yogurt, which is blueberry yogurt, which is again for 60 rupees. So the total expense of this particular snacks bit of it was 120 rupees. So let's add that to our list of savings now. The next one is, of course, gym for me, so that I can try and get into some shape or format. I've been regularly going to the gym for the last 2 months. Every time I'm in the office, I definitely do go to the gym. So I don't have an gym membership externally, but I have seen hoardings outside. And for like the New Year offer, they have this like 8,999 rupees for an entire year. So let's take that as a range. And if I had to break it down for each day, that would come around like 24.9 rupees, I guess. And let's round it off to 25 rupees. So that is like the gym membership cost that I'm going to consider. We also have a trainer, and I do get personally coached with respect to my workout and my diet plan as well. He ensures that I'm switching up my workouts every single day and focusing on different aspects. He ensures that I'm lifting the right weights and progressing, that I have the proper form and posture as well, and ensures that I'm progressing towards my fitness goals overall and keeps me accountable to it as well. So I again went online to look up what's like the average cost for like a personal trainer if you had to have someone, and it again differs from like every gym to gym and the type of service that they provide to you, the type of expertise that they have. So here let's go ahead with the average cost of having a personal trainer at 8,000 per month. This is very like bare minimum. It could go like to a very high cost as well. So if it's 8,000, it's roughly coming up to 266.6 rupees per day. So let's round it off and take it as 267 rupees as well per day. I do see that there is a huge amount of importance of having a personal trainer support you on your fitness journey. So this is like a huge saving for me. Next one is on work savings. This one's kind of like indirect, but hear me out. You really need to have like a comfortable office space and some space where you feel very motivated so you can work at your highest capacity. Otherwise, you would have to come back home and finish work overtime as well. So that gets saved for me a significant amount of time as well. And that is very valuable for me. So zero savings in terms of monetary aspects, but very valuable. My last expense for the work days, of course, my commute back home. Let's check out on Uber how much, of course, it costs to go from my office building back to my residence. And I'm again going to consider the Uber Go sedan price. This is at around 383 rupees. So let's go ahead with that. That's our last cost for today, and we will very soon be putting together the total, and let's look at how much we're saving the entire day. There are also a lot of other places where you can save, but I've not included that in this video because it's not pretty regular for me. There, like, you have the massage chair, there is stationery, you have evening snacks, then there's the dinner buffet. There is also a security personnel accompanying you if you're getting down from the cab post 6:30 p.m. as well. And I'm not considering all of that into this particular video because it's not that regular for me. Okay, now it's time for the big reveal. I have my laptop in front of me so that I have all the calculations in place. I am saving approximately 2,195 rupees each day. Again, remember this is calculated at the quality of experience that I am provided at office, and it can differ from person to person. And of course, if you're budgeting things differently, the number could look different. Now, imagine 2,195 rupees multiplied over a month. Considering that I come to office at least 15 days a month in a hybrid sort of a scenario where you need to be in office 3 days every week and 2 days you work from home, the total savings come up to 32,925 rupees. And if you go to office all of the 5 days in a week, that is 43,900 rupees every month. And for a full year of work days, that is 5,26,800 rupees, which is insanely crazy amount of money that you'd be saving. This essentially means that I get to save a lot more from my salary or my pocket towards all of these expenses that is taken care by the organization because of the perks that they are offering to us. All right, so that is how much I save in a regular work day at my office. Let me know how you save money at your office as well in the comment section down below, and maybe we can learn from each other and how else we can budget our expenses. On a gratitude note, I do have to say this, that I feel pretty lucky and privileged that I get to work here at Google. I'm very, very happy and I'm very grateful for that. And I'm also super, super hungry because right now it is 3:38 a.m. when I am recording this video, because I wanted like a very quiet and calm and peaceful environment to record without any of the external noises. With that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. See you all next time.